All right, everybody. Rachel and Dogloff, Conscious Economics and Urban Farm Project. We still have like majorly shooting guns, but I have no idea what's going on. I called a neighbor over there on the next block, see if they were okay. Still don't know if they are or not, but anyway, it's kind of weird. So, okay. So I thought I'd do a little video here in my backyard. And part of it is kind of desolate, and it looks kind of worse, I think, on the video than it actually is. But you can see my squash and my Hopi sunflowers and my little barbecue barrel. So I thought I would give you guys a good picture of why I do this video. And, I just realized, I should absolutely positively not be shocked, but this is a continuation to the other two videos that I've done that are on my channel about DETR, Nevada unemployment. I'm going to call them the criminal cartel. They are the money embezzlers. So I wanted to kind of give an update on what's going on, and I'm doing this because of other people out there that were, basically, rendered completely and totally homeless and unemployed and still are not on their feet, but are busting their ass. So that you don't lose hope or faith, and you can keep going in spite of what you didn't get in the stimuluses, which you were told you would get. So to date, I haven't gotten anything from the stimulus, no business grant. I have a business that was established in 2009. It has a bank account. It has everything. It's been filed with the state. And yeah, and I also have another business that's also a nonprofit, which all the outreach came to a screeching halt when, the C word went down. So I've been fighting with unemployment to get the money that I was approved for from the first, second, and third stimulus. I've given up on trying to get any of the bank money. That's over and gone. And recently, so I guess I have to kind of go back and tell you what's been going on. So I sent a set of, legal documents to the governor, the attorney general, and the head of DETR unemployment in the state of Nevada, in which they did not respond to my allegations. So by law, it makes them guilty as charged for the theft and embezzlement of not only my unemployment, but the others. I mean, the thing you have to think about is that they got this money in their bank account in behalf of everybody who applied. And they are holding on to this money and probably even already, the problem is they probably already liquidated mine. And so this is why they're fighting me even harder to even give me anything. And the crazy, determinations that they decide on. And they're so criminal because if they email you, it's from, I think I got an email from the CS unit. So they're such criminals that they know that they're not allowed, to put their own name on it, right? If you weren't being a criminal and you felt that you were operating in in goodness and wholeness, and that, you were not corrupt, you would be more than happy to just slap your name on it. So when I send you a letter or I send you an email, I can actually address you. So I sent them a whole bunch of documents and I uploaded it all up into PUA for the Self-Employment Unemployment Nevada through DETR. And they flipped out. And so then all of a sudden they're trying to give me a hearing date. Well, because they're trying to tell me that I owe all the, not only are they not going to pay me, but that I actually owe them all the unemployment back, like $50,000 for first, second, and third stimulus. And so I've been fighting them back and forth because I'm trying to figure out how you make that determination, because I gave you every piece of document, plus I went through Real ID, had facial recognition scan, and the whole 9 yards. Gave you everything, and each time they just make a new decision about me and my benefits. So they gave me a hearing for like July 11th, 2022, like immediately, I'm like, oh, we're being so nice and we're helping you. And I sent him an email saying, like, look, I'm not going to be appearing at your, fraudulent fake little court because I've served people higher than you some documents, and, I'm still waiting to hear back from them. And now this situation is no longer manageable for unemployment in your processes, right? It's over your head now. Now we have to see what they're going to do. And anyway, so then they freaked out. Then they sent me another internal email. Mind you, they took me off of sending the internal emails to my email. They unsubscribed me on their website. So I stopped getting their emails in my email bin. So it got super kind of complicated. And then they sent me like a new date in early August, and then I didn't respond. So then they sent me another date for like 2 weeks after that. And then I didn't even know about it because, I'm not getting the emails anymore, and I'm not going on to their site because why would I? I mean, it's just more lies and deception. And, if they can get me into some kind of court hearing, then they can really charge me with something. And yeah, I'm not doing it. I want everything in writing at this point. I stated that all 100% legally. And, I'm still looking into going after the surety bonds for the $50,000 in unemployment for first, second, and third that I was approved for. Everything was done. They just withheld the money and the checks, even though all the weeks were filed, everything. So, and all of them are liars. They're all complicit in crimes. Everyone that works for them. And I keep warning them they're going to go to jail, but they just don't seem to understand what they're involved in, I guess. $1 billion, public financial scam on the public. So, so I didn't show up to the appearances, and they kept making new ones, even though I wasn't showing up. This is how desperate they were to, like, I waited for 10 months for a hearing or them to do anything and mediate it. And I sent some documents, and they're like trying to get it done right away. Well, I get this phone message, I don't know, about 3 weeks ago from some guy. He doesn't even tell me his name. He's like, I'm supposed to call back somebody who doesn't tell me, exactly who they are with all the phone scams going on. And I'm the mediator for unemployment, and if you don't call me back in 15 minutes, then I will call you back in 15 minutes. And then if I don't get a hold of you in 15 minutes, I will close your case. number one, I tried to call back the phone number. It didn't go through because it's through an internal system. I have no idea who I was supposed to be talking to. And I mean, don't these people work for the taxpayer? I mean, hello, I'm a human being. I'm a living person, and because the system you work for didn't do their job, I'm pretty much homeless and living kind of on a abandoned property that I'm trying to fix up by myself. So, yeah, maybe you should try something like that, and then maybe you might be nicer and kinder and more helpful and more supportive, because that's what you should be doing, not threatening me. So anyway, that was 3 weeks ago, so I haven't heard anything. And then today I get an email to my personal email from I don't even know what it stands for, the CS unit, and they're like standalone, but I guess they're something of DETR unemployment, but I have no idea who they are, because it doesn't really state who they are on the email, just CS unit. And the email said something to the effect that, that I have been disqualified from getting unemployment, first, second, and third stimulus, because I could not prove that I was unemployed by the C word. Now, everything was shut down. Like nothing was open. I have to have clients. I'm in medicine. I'm in private medicine. And my clients can't come out of their house, and I can't go into their house, and I can't treat them, I can't see them, I can't look at them. And they're totally upset and freaked out because they're now out of work and nobody has any money. And I can't go to the next state to see my clients. I can't get over the Canadian border to see my clients up there. I can't get anywhere. And my clients can't get to me. So everything's shut down for me, business-wise, and started to kind of open back up August of 2021, which would be basically at the end of all of my filing weeks. My last filing week for the third stimulus would have been September 4th, 2021. So I had gotten in my car and went to California to go work on people. And I know all kinds of people who were doing unemployment scams. They were working full-time and doing the unemployment. I did none of that. I was destroyed. I was living in campgrounds starting May 2021. That was as long as I could hold on financially. On my own, by myself, with like nothing. So that is like the most disrespectful thing that DETR Unemployment has stated to me through the CS unit, is that you cannot prove that you were unemployed because of the C word. It's kind of a joke. I mean, I guess there's only so many things they can make up each time. to keep me from, to, keep them from giving me the money. So that's kind of like where we're at now. So next week I'm going to work really hard at going after the surety bonds. And I'm having a hard time getting the treasurer to return my call or answer the phone. So I may have to go down to the treasurer's office and stand there until I get the information. The treasurer should just give you the information. They have all that information of all of the government and your state government and even people at the schools. All of these people, have to have surety bonds in case they do something wrong, and then you can go after that bond to get the money that's due to you. You file with the surety bond, and then they decide whether your claim is valid or not. And if they pay you, then it goes on to the person's record. So if they have to have a financial background check to get a job, and no company will give them another surety bond, they will never be able to hold another office in politics. For sure. They can't be law enforcement. They can't be a lot of things. So, and especially if the surety bond, rules in my favor and pays me out of the bonds. And the reason why was because of embezzlement of unemployment benefits. Can you even imagine that being on your record? Yeah, it's called You'll Never Get a Job Ever Again. And hopefully somebody would eventually throw your ass in jail. So this video is for those people who got royally screwed, but we're still standing, and we're going to make it. And this video is also for the people who are watching behind the scenes and who are really trying to change this reality and make it better for everybody so that they know what's going on and where it's going on and who it's going on with. So see something, say something. See something, say something. See something, say something. All right, everybody. Over now. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.